Good evening, welcome to Sports Room Media. We're here to talk about the fight that took place at the weekend between Richardson, Hitchins and George Kambosos Jr. Yeah, very good fight. I was very impressed with Hitchins. Everything about his performance was just dominant. You can see that he prepared well for this fight. He was in great shape. Everything about his performance I rated highly. I thought his jab was perfect. It was perfect. He was just flicking it out, couldn't miss. The whole night he couldn't miss. And Kambosos didn't really have an answer for it, if I'm being honest. From round one, it was just relevant how he was just dominating with the jab. He kept him in the perfect range. He was just snapping his head off from the start to the end, to be honest. And yeah, I was highly impressed. And yeah, the future's looking bright for him. As far as Kambosos, I mean, yeah, he was out of his depth. He's a warrior still, you know. He'll try, but you could see the writing was on the wall from the first round. You could just see it. That, you know, I didn't have him pre the fight. I didn't think he was going to win anyway. But you know, he still tried and he hanged in there. And I think it was it the 8th round he got stopped, because I only watched it once. It wasn't worth watching again because it was just one-way traffic. But you know, he tried, and he was getting little bits of success here and there. He was countering Hitchins quite well in around like the fifth round, like almost halfway through. He was getting a little bit of success with the counters, but then when when Hitchins kept the distance and just stood back a bit and just started hitting him with the jab and just kept that distance, he had no answer for it. So, you know, he's more of a brawler. He wants to get in there and just start, you know, just have a mad fight, like you know, he's just a brawler. But Hitchins just stuck to boxing and he just dominated. It was just, to me, one-way traffic. And you know, I like to find out who he's going to fight next. But yeah, it's just a quick little review because I was going to do it on the night, but you know how it goes, other things pop up. But did get to watch it, and it was, yeah, I was impressed and looking forward to what's next for Hitchins and see who he takes on. As far as Kambosos, I'm not really sure where he goes from here, to be honest. I don't know what's left for him to do in the sport. He says that he's made a lot of money. You know, he does mention that a lot. And yeah, if he's got a lot of money, maybe he needs to rethink and think, does he need to keep going through this? Because he's starting to take a lot of punishment, you know. I don't really see him winning another title. I mean, yeah, that was I think the performance of his career was against Teofimo Lopez, but I don't see him repeating anything like that again. I just don't see it happening for him. I think, you know, he's young. He's generally looks like he's in good health. He's got his faculties. He might as well call it a day. He's got a little money in the bank. You know, like he said, he wants to spend time with his family now. I think that sounds like a good idea right now, because I don't see it getting any better for him. I just see more performances like this where, you know, he's got heart, he's gonna hang in there, he's gonna try his best, but I just don't see it happening for him. I don't know where he goes from here, to be honest. If you ask me, I just think now's the time for him personally. Just you know, hang it up. There's nothing left. But you know, let me know what you think in the comments, and you know, we'll see you on the next video.